All right. So, the Libra summary is a mental sign. First sign of the we in the zodiac, meaning that they're the first sign of the we consciousness, you and I. The money, its obsession is money. Libra scale, balance scale, partnership, and it's partnership ruled. I say that because I see it all the time. It fucking aggravates my whole soul, but I respect it. Venus or seventh house ruled. What do you do it for? Do you do it for the money? Do it for the money. I said that twice because a lot of people get it fucked up. Like they're not supposed to do shit for the money. Like being self-sufficient. Not being self-sufficient is sexy, and it's not. Do it for your family, others. Because remember what I said. It's back to we. So family is others. Do it for self-sufficiency. Do it for freedom, which is more of an Aries concept. Do it for self-mastery of human nature. Because Libras are one of the masters of human nature, in my opinion. Celebrity Lil Wayne, I got that off the Carter 4. Spirit led me back to Lil Wayne because he was talking too much shit after he was done fuck this whole brain up. By Blunt Blowing, which is get high, raise your vibration. I stick to the script. I memorize the lines because life is a movie. I've seen this too many times. Interpretation below. I felt that deep in my spirit because your script is your word. The movie is your vision, and too many times it's on repeat. So I'm gonna stick to the script. And that's how I got where I am today. I stuck to the script. I saw it many times in my brain, and it was over and over. Sometimes, because remember, Libra is a mental sign. So to balance yourself out, sometimes the action doesn't come. Sometimes you need to stick to the script. Watch the movie on repeat over and over and over and over and over. That goes to my next point. Damn, this is divine, bitch. Okay, so self-talk. Neville God is a Libra. This self-talk changed my life. I listened to it for over 6 months. Straight. I mean, every day. It's life-changing. Another one that I'm listening to now is At Your Command and God, and another one I'm discovering is God and I Are One. How is that conversation making me more money? Remember, everything is a mental conversation away, in the words of Neville Goddard. At the end of this conversation, how am I getting paid? Meaning, is there an invoice attached to this conversation? Are you going to sell them something? If not, that means you should lessen it. And I'm talking to the people who are not, who their money is, speak that into the universe. But your money ain't looking right now, and you having conversations that don't have an invoice attached to that motherfucker. Let me see this motherfucker. Left. All right. So, what is it about me that they are attracted to my mind? Meaning, even in my lowest point in my life, I was the counsel for many. They called me in the low. I was homeless. They would call me. They were like, "Hey, I need this advice. I need this advice. I need this advice." While I'm sleeping on the floor. Is there someone who can pay me to talk? Taurus rules, co-rule of Venus, rules of throat. So, whether you be rapping, you be singing, like I was listening to Lil Wayne and Lil Chucky, both Libras, for like 2 hours straight. They're just channeling that energy. How do they feel better after talking to me? If somebody can feel better after talking to you, that means that you can get paid doing that, whether you have a degree or not. Story time. Libra was my first Reiki session. She gave me the greatest advice ever in my fucking life. Get still with yourself. Go sit down somewhere and get still with yourself. Being with my overly active self. The Libra, Mars in Libra, meaning your energetic pull is through Libra, is the reason why I'm monetizing astrology. Libra gave me the formula to my Instagram agency. Libra man. Libra man was the first business sale that I made. Libra had me doing more three-way calls in network marketing in my career. Libra was also a powerful mentor in network marketing for me at one point in time, going from company to company. Do they have any ideas to make me money? Now, of course, everybody's your guru, everybody's your teacher. That's fantastic. But do those ideas make me any money? My mentality is making money. Do they deposit or do they withdraw? Money talks. You have two bank accounts, your financial, your emotional. Are they withdrawing, depositing, or asking for a loan? Either from your financial or from your emotional. Are they withdrawing, depositing, or asking for a loan? So what that means is, if somebody calls me asking a question about whatever, they're withdrawing. They're not depositing. Let me say that again. If somebody is calling my phone, especially if it ain't somebody who's sending an invoice, they are withdrawing. Are they balancing me out, give and take? Did I check my bank balance of what's going on in my life? Because Libra is a mental sign. Income producing learning. What are you learning that's gonna make you money? How can I sharpen my mouthpiece? Your cousin, meaning your tribe, is Gemini. The salesman of the zodiac. What can I sell that's gonna make me money? With my mouth, like what I'm doing now. What are my work? Because if I was doing this in college, oh my fucking god. Whoo, child. Anyway, what are my words producing? Life and death. What am I communicating with others? Who has my money? The money. Your money. Your money is with strangers. Grant Cardone, Aries. Who can I serve to get what I desire? Who can I serve to get what I desire? Who is my core audience? Who do I need to eliminate to get to the money? What are my beliefs around money? Mel Robbins' 5 second rule. That's a very fire concept. But if you want to talk about the I am, that's an Aries concept. She went to the other side of herself. She woke up in the morning and got this idea of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's an Aries concept. Because if you're around a Libra, Aries type of situation, they are very different. One is patient. One is fiery. Not saying because I was in a Libra partnership for a little bit, and we were totally different. I was right now. He was planned. So she got out of her head, Libra, and started to do in 5 seconds. I make 5-second decisions. I don't do fucking 30 minutes and all that other shit. That should be making me fucking upset. Oh shit, that's funny. But Libras don't be doing that. They be thinking and shit. I respect it, but like they be thinking too long for me. Way too motherfucking long. She has a book called The 5 Second Rule. With that saying, Libra is ruled by partnership. Even though I respect it, this aggravates my soul, but I understand it, and I understand the power of relationships. So they say, in the words of Toby, relationships are the greatest wealth, which is the truth. What are their strengths doing for me? What are their weaknesses doing for me? How are they getting me to the bag, meaning the money? Are they masculine? Are they the masculine to my feminine? I mean, because Libra's a feminine sign. How do they make me feel? Am I being codependent? So let me review that. So how are their strengths benefiting me? What do they have? Like one of the things I'm learning one of the things I stand for in partnership is, what do they have that I don't have? If you have something that I'm just being lazy, because I can be quite Taurian sometimes, my Mercury's in Taurus. So I'll be like, what do you have? What do you have that I don't have? What's your strength? What's the strength that I won't put in the work to do? That if you handle it because you love doing that, great. But if I can do it myself, I won't partner with you. What are your weaknesses? Are you inconsistent? Are you not driven? Are you not a morning person? Are you a night person? Do you not go to the gym? Do you not take care of? What are your weaknesses in life and in business that make me say, damn, I don't do that. I'm good. And that because Libra's obsession is money, like I told you earlier. How are they getting me closer to the bag? Are we doing monkey flips together? Are you on my back and I get on yours? When you get weak and I get when you get weak and I'm strong enough to walk? Are you too heavy? Etc. Etc. Being an Aries, Mars and Aries, Mars and Leo in the first house. I don't need another. To be honest with you, I love feminine partners, but I can't. But I love masculine partners who know their place. Because they can't be. I've learned this from an Aries. They can't be two bosses in the kitchen. I've come to that understanding. But at the same time, are you the feminine to my masculine? It's do we balance each other out, or do we just are the last question here? Are we just being codependent? And I'm growing out of this. I'm growing out of this every single day. This codependent shit. How does that make me feel? And that's what I'm This is what I'm accepting. Oh shit! Hold on, let me go back. This is what I'm really accepting right here. How does it make me feel? Like when I saw something that made me think. Keisha Cole, which you did this interview about, because remember Libra rules relationships. So hold up. Libra rules. Hey, what's up? Mars and Libra. Oh God. I mean, I love y'all, but y'all get on my nerves. I love y'all, but y'all get on my nerves all at the same time. I saw something that let me go back to Mars. Let me go back to the person who changed my life. Mr. Neville Goddard, when Keisha Cole had this interview about all men are not good, according to his self-talk, and like I said, I listened to this one record for 6 fucking months, because Libra is, again, it's a mental sign, the ruler of conversation. So she said all men are not bad. Because remember, this is so good. Okay. Because God and I are one, everything is at your command due to your self-talk. Let me say that again for people in the back. Because you and God and I are one, everything is at your command and everything is self-talk. So if you say, no matter what, and if you do this backwards, your self-talk commands the universe, because God and I are one. So what Spirit told me after I was riding my bike and I listened to her, it said that the reason why people, quote unquote, men, especially black men, are not bad, because society is in the business of like Neville Goddard and many records would say, reminding people that you are not God. He says society is in the business of reminding you God and I are not one. So because you think God and I are separate, you forget everything is at your command, and self-talk is the ruler of everything. I'll never forget being with a Libra, and I heard the conversation in my mind that I'm gonna be the best-selling person here, and I came back with my shirt off, selling the most units, but I still fucked up. But if I didn't, I gave everybody half off. But that's also due to my money mindset and my relationship with money. But I imagined that in my self-talk. I heard it in my head the day before, or 2 days before, because everything is at your command, and God and I are one. So when she was saying, all men are negative, I wrote in a paragraph, I was like, I don't care how hurt you've been, what you've been through, you gotta grow the fuck up and be like, first of all, how the fuck, hold up, remember what I said, remember what I said, what I said here, because when the Libra is intuitive, they ask, how are they depositing or are they withdrawing? Are they depositing, withdrawing, and asking for a loan? And she made a statement that said, I know women who are doctors, lawyers, and that's ruled by Capricorn, because Capricorn is archetype in some respect is the devil. So what we don't understand, your self-confidence does not come from your career. Your self-confidence, your self-esteem, your self-respect comes from self-talk. So your career is external to your self-talk. Because you could be making 8 figures a year and your self-talk ain't shit outside of the bag. So that's what, when you give away your whole soul and all that other stuff away. But anyway, and because if you're in a moon in Capricorn, trust me, I understand it. But you have to learn to develop your self-talk, your self-talk, and your relationship to the Father, the Divine Mother, outside of your career, because it can be easily taken away. But anyway, how can you? Yeah, okay. So how can I sharpen my mouthpiece? Okay, hold up. Give me a second. What the fuck? All right. How can I? So this goes back to the last point: income producing learning. Income producing learning. So are you learning shit that's gonna make you some fucking money? Now, how can I sharpen my mouthpiece? I'm a New Yorker, so we say mouthpiece. Meaning, Gemini is the salesman of the zodiac. What can I sell to make me more money? And what am I communicating with others? Let me see, what am I doing? Okay, so partnership. So, like I said earlier, when it comes to partnership, you know that you know that you know. You feel what I'm saying? When somebody's, because remember, everything's ruled by human nature and self-talk. So when I know somebody's pulling on my heartstrings, I know already. When something fucks up and collapses, I knew 5 years ago. I just was ignoring it. The scale and mentality. How can I get my fun, pleasure, and money at the same time? How can I? This is a powerful question for Libras. Okay, how can I systematize? You heard this? Systematize my money. Because Libras love the hustle because it excites their mental. But how can I systematize my money? It's working for me. Is this vehicle to my financial freedom? Now, the balance. Not everything has to be about passion and whatever. Some things to be just a tool for financial freedom. So you can go to the other scale and balance stuff out. How many books am I reading on wealth? A moon in Aquarius, Ty Lopez, your opposite. There's a litmus test on wealth. The litmus test that he uses for wealth is how many books have you read? How many books have you read on wealth? Who has my money? Meaning, like I said earlier with Grant Cardone, who has my money? What strangers? Because strangers have your money, not your family, not your friends. People you don't know. I know this very personally. People you don't know will give you the money that you need, not your family. Okay? Get it fucked up. Who am I exchanging energy with that brings me wealth? Who am I having sex with that's making me stronger? Because sex is an energy exchange. So if you feel your money funny and you fucking this broke boopity boop nigga, this broke boopity boop nigga, and this broke boopity boop bitch who you just haven't count sex with, and their money story is really, really bad, that can fuck with your money story because you're absorbing their energy. And because Libra rules the anus, which is also where the root chakra is, which is also ruled by Scorpio, you might want to rethink who you do that with. Don't have time for love. Too busy getting paid. Little way. When the Libras, it's two things: hurt or too busy getting money. That's what they do. Book your session below. Book your session at bit.ly. I might screenshot that. bit.ly/astrology form. bit.ly/astrology form. It's not a game here. And the technique to double your income is the mirror technique. Remember what I said. Because there are two here. 2 is ruled by the moon. 2 is ruled by the moon. But 2 is cousin is also 11, which is the masculine and the masculine, meaning consciousness versus consciousness. Sometimes you gotta, sometimes I would say for the rest of the year, you can YouTube mirror technique. You can look in the mirror and tell you, like for instance, I took a major loss about a week ago. So I had my first client, and I literally had to get in the mirror and say, before I got on that prospect call, say, you can do this. Get your ass up and you'll close this deal. And so said, so done. And when I tell you the phone call dropped, all type of shit. And man, I had to look in, that loss was really depressing me. So I was like, I had to get my ass up and look in the fucking mirror and say, yo, you can do this. It's not like you haven't closed people before. And she was my highest grossing client for 40 minutes. It wasn't really 40 minutes, so like an hour, but you know what I mean. So also, last but not least, you can find out where, I like this website, astroseek.com. You can find out, hold up, wait a minute. Damn, you can't see my screen. Oh, wait a minute. You can wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You can see how much money you made. See what we not gonna do, man. This got my patience, bitch. What you mean? Fuck it. I'm just gonna use heavy talk. Fuck it. You can find out what your income, how you're supposed to make money by your second house. And yeah, by your second house. So go to where your second house is, what I do for clients, and you can find, like, my second house is in Virgo. So Virgos are teachers, they're healers, they're analytical. You can also find out through your second house how you're supposed to spend money. So being that the fact that my rising's in Leo, they say the backdrop of the background of the first house is in the second house. So I spend, unfortunately, I spend money like a Leo. Horrible. But the Virgo in me says, especially that my moon's in the sixth house, that I'm supposed to be more frugal. So, and I would go deep into that, but you're supposed to be more frugal, work hard, know the value of money. Libra in second house, along with Jupiter and Mars. What's your rising sign? That's the real question. What's your rising sign? Okay. Oh, that's Francais. Okay. Ooh, I got it. Yay. All right. I'm Francais, y'all. Francais. Anyway. Okay, so here's my chart. I'm not gonna get into my other client's chart because I don't feel like it right now. Ooh, I'm Francais, bitch. I'm Francais. But anyway, all right. So hold up. Wait a minute. I like astroseek.com. What the fuck? Okay, hold it. What the fuck? Hold it. Wait a minute. My shit out. Where the shit at? So my... Okay, so my second house is in Libra. Excuse me, Virgo. 1 degree Virgo. So 1 degree Virgo. Sheesh. So, but the beauty about it is that Libra is home. So what that means is you're out of balance. So you need to go to the opposite of Libra, which is Aries or Mars or Scorpio, and psychologically analyze yourself and say, why am I spending all of this money? Why am I spending all of this money? What is the psychological reason? Now, being the fact that I'm a cusp, I see 0 degrees here. My second house is in Virgo. So even though that's really a cusp of Leo, damn, that's double Leo. That's double Leo, bitch. Leo and what the fuck is this shit called? Leo Virgo, but I'm gonna take it as Virgo. So, because like I said, because 29 degrees to 1 degree, 29 degrees to I want to say 5 degrees is about a cusp. So, but I'm gonna leave it at Virgo because I'm on the. It's like the Taurus body up here. I just made it to Virgo. Like my body, I have the economically, I have the body of a Virgo, but I spend like a Leo. So, when your Virgo's in the second house, you gotta actually manage your money. You gotta manage your money. So, and know the value of your money. And what I've learned is that you have to know the details of your business and your you have to know every detail about your personal business, because Virgos are very detail orientated. So the more I like for instance, I can't. It's so different. It's challenging, but it's just changing your relationship with money. Instead of like, as soon as I get paid, I like not save, or I not invest, or I not make my money make me money. Because the way my Leoness is set the fuck up, I'm gonna have to learn to stop spending my money and learn to make my money make money for me. So, but yeah, that's how you can figure out how you're supposed to make money. So, like I said, with Libra season, the number one technique. Hold on. The number one technique. This shit is popping. I need to build this Facebook over here. Fuck you, mean. See, the number one. This shit. Woo! Shit popping. Anyway, the number one. Ooh, hold up. Let me see. Did it? Oh shit! It flipped, bitch. Anyway, the number one way to change your income is the mirror technique, and this is what I'm working on because my second house. Because my hold up, wait a minute. Hold up. My super, what the fuck? Hold up. That's not what it's supposed to do. Oh no, hold up. Let me see. Oh, you son of a bitch. Fuck it.